Right now, Confederate monuments are coming down across the country in the wake of the violence in Charlottesville. So we want to ask, where do you draw the line when it comes to silencing hate? Joining me now is Professor Christopher Phillips, the head of the History Department at UC. He is here to offer perspective on this issue that's really gripping the country. And, you know, my first question out of the box, are you surprised by the emotion on both sides of this?
Yes. I would not have expected it at this moment. In some sense, it rested, it lay fallow for a long while, and then Charlottesville really opened it up. Mostly, I think, of course, Donald Trump's election opened some of these wounds that have been festering for some time, in particular the way that the campaign played out. What I didn't expect was that it would play out in front of Confederate monuments. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, and why not? Because in some sense, there are two underlying principles to the Confederate monuments. The first is that the South, or the North might have won the war, but the South won the peace. And that for many years, particularly after the end of Reconstruction, the South was able to establish home rule. And they were able to effectively reestablish much of what they had in terms of their racial and social status quo, with the exception of slavery. The second principle that we have to understand is that monuments are less accurate in portraying the history that they portray than they are in reflections of the cultural politics surrounding when they're put up. And that these monuments, most of them were put up between the 1880s and the 1920s, which was the period that we generally know as Jim Crow. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier today. Can removing a monument erase what we're feeling, what we're saying? What does it achieve? It makes us feel good in the moment, but what it doesn't do is erase the history that it represents. And in many ways, the history that it does represent is distorted by itself. Taking down monuments of Confederate generals, in some sense, is symbolic in its erasure of slavery as part of our history. Unfortunately, it doesn't erase the fact that slavery existed for 350 years. It happened. You can't change that. What really is, in some sense, very curious is that there are no monuments to, say, Reconstruction, meaning that the Civil War becomes a touchstone, yet the way that the war played out is probably more emblematic of the story that we're, in some sense, trying not to tell. We have about 20 seconds left. I'm going to repose the question, where do you draw the line then when it comes to silencing hate and erasing history by taking down monuments? I mean, would you remove monuments from Gettysburg? Of course not. Because in some sense there are monuments to both sides, which means that you would have to remove all of that, which we can't do. It's not politically, it's expedient, but it wouldn't be politically accomplishable. In many ways, I think what the answer is to use these monuments to teach. You can move them, you can put them somewhere other than, I think, on public grounds, but you can't simply take them down and destroy them. Okay. Christopher Phillips, we really appreciate your perspective. Thanks for joining us this evening.